Last week, even though it wasn't Easter, we still looked at the resurrection story at the end of the Gospel of Mark. And we looked at that one in particular because the resurrection story that we look at makes a lot of difference. Most often we like the stories of Matthew and Luke and John because they're happy endings for the most part. They're happy endings about the disciples knowing what to do and where to go. They're happy endings about Jesus coming alive and appearing to his disciples. But Mark is different. Mark ends with a cliffhanger. And the cliffhanger is that the women come to the tomb, they experience the empty tomb, the angels give them instructions about where to go and what to do. And what do the women do? They walk away frightened. And they stay silent. That's where Mark leaves the end of his gospel. And he leaves it that way, in particular, because it inspires us and leaves us with the role to play. See, it's not just a story in the Gospels about the things that Jesus does and the things that the disciples do in response. It's a story that invites us into the things that God is doing. And the ending to the story, maybe even the best ending to the Gospels, is when we step in and we share our experiences in our lives about Jesus with other people. So we enjoyed looking at the Gospel of Mark because it inspires us and pushes us to go further with our faith. We've jumped way ahead in the New Testament through the Gospel stories the last month or so, and now we're moving even farther ahead to the beginning of the church. This coming week we look at the beginning of the book of Acts, where the church is born, and in particular, where the Apostle Peter gives one of his greatest inspiring messages and sermons that launches the church into the next phase of ministry. I'm excited to look at it with you. See you this Sunday.